my Claude AI tips or features and access for students. So Claude is an AI assistant made by Anthropic that students can access for free at Claude AI. Simply create an account with your email and you can start using it immediately with no downloads required. So one of the most useful features for me or for students is document analysis. So you can just upload a PDF. So you can just click on the plus icon right here, and then you're going to click on add files or photos, which I think is very helpful, especially if you are creating a research paper or like you want to, summarize a textbook chapter. You can just ask Claude to summarize it, find key points, or explain different sections. Claude is also great for writing assistance. Whether you need help drafting an essay, fixing grammar, improving your arguments, or formatting a bibliography, Claude can guide you through the entire writing process. Now, if, for example, you are a beginner when it comes to AI, one of the smartest features that they have is these tools right here. They're just below the prompt box. So you can just click on write right here, and then it can help you with instructional content, blog article series, content calendars, or if you wanted to create a piece that blends two completely different writing styles, and then you can also write grant proposals with this one. So whether you need help drafting an essay, fixing grammar, or improving your arguments, like I said, Claude can help you with that. For your research, you can ask Claude to explain complex topics in simple language, compare different viewpoints on a subject, or help you find the right questions to ask for your research paper. And then another thing that I actually find Claude very helpful for is that it can help you search for any topics or like articles that can help you with your research, especially for your review of related literature section. So, for example, can you find me RRL regarding social media usage research? So you can just type that in, and then you can also toggle this model that it's going to use. So you can say, or like you can use adaptive thinking or like Haiku 4.5. You can also do this Opus 4.7. This is most for, or like this is more capable for ambitious work. So if you're definitely using it for like deeper research or something that is more complex, you can definitely use this Opus 4.7, but you will need an upgrade for this. Now, if you have a student plan for your Claude, then you can use this or you can access that. Now, you can just hit on search right there, and then you will be able, or like you can send this message and Claude will help you with that. Now, it may ask some questions to clarify some of the prompts that you're going to enter in, and that's fine. You can just answer them. It's just like a basic quiz. Now, you can see here, it's going to update you with what it's doing, and you can see here a review of related literature about this, the topics that we asked it to. And you also can find all of the like references where Claude AI got it from. So, for example, this right here is from Sage Journals, and then you can also find here PubMed Central. And one of the most beautiful things about this is that all of them are credible sources. Claude AI never gets from, or like never gets articles from, you know, unreliable resources. It gets usually from reliable articles and publications. And then I think that is great for writing, especially if it is for research. Now, a useful tip is to be specific as possible in your prompts. Instead of asking explain photosynthesis, just try asking explain photosynthesis to me like I'm a 10th grade student and include an example. The more detail that you give, the better Claude's response will be. And another tip is to use Claude as a study partner. Ask it to debate you on a topic, role play as a teacher giving you a lesson, or generate flashcard style questions to test your knowledge. Now, everything that you need is definitely in this right here. Now, if for example you're not a very organized person or like you tend to find it hard, especially with the clusters of like topics right here, so you can see all of the recent topics that I have searched on, and as you can see, it's very cluttered. Like it's very hard to find something that I studied Claude AI with. So what you can do, or like another feature that you can access here, is the project. So you can just click on projects right here and you can find all of the topics or like all of the folders that you have created. So I have here my math project. You can just click on that, and every single topic that we have talked about that I put in here, like for example, I asked her to help me with math, then every memory or like every chat that we have about this subject will be stored in here, just so that it will not be lost. And that's it. You can also add instructions right here, and then you can also, or like this actually has a memory, so everything that you have talked about it will be saved into Claude AI's memory so that you don't have to like do it or chat with it again and again about that certain information. It keeps that in its memory. Now you can also add instructions. For example, you want it to be more friendly or like to be more, use more or like less complicated words. It can definitely do that. And every file that you send, it will be stored in here, and every single file that it sends you will be stored in the file section right here. It's basically just like a conversation, and that's it.